Welcome to Pyramid One World Radio Network. You can call in and talk to our hosts by dialing 60547257766, then dial the access code 60860, hash, and you're ready to be part of a worldwide movement to educate everyone listening to these shows. Let's begin dialing.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension.
Bob Charles.
Oh yeah, you got the Bob Charles Show.
You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Bob Charles.
The secret of the technology used in the crystal skulls has still not been unraveled.
Don't forget, it's our world. Start taking care of it. It's time to think for yourself.
Bob Charles.
Open your heart to reality and to all the misinformation you hear. Just say no.
This is a Pyramid One International Network presentation.
Hi, and welcome to the Bob Charles Show right here on Pyramid One Radio Network. Let me tell you about the guest coming up tonight. His name is Mark Hernandez. Mark Hernandez is the owner and founder of People and Pets Energetics. He is a holistic practitioner that helps people and animals that have hit the wall with health and well-being issues. He uses non-invasive energy medicine modalities and tools to help his clients experience change in a gentle and safe fashion. At times, they experience changes immediately, and in other instances, over time. Mark is certified in the Emotion Code, the Body Code, and advanced AshWork. He has talked about and demonstrated his work at the San Antonio Microsoft store and at events such as the Body Mind Spirit Expo, the San Antonio Wholistic Festival, and numerous holistic fairs in Greater Chicago and the Midwest. He has also been the guest on online radio shows, podcasts, and local Chicago TV, in which he discusses his work as a holistic practitioner and does mini healings with live callers. And I'd like to remind everyone, you can call in. Just dial 605-472-5765, and your code to get in is 608060 #. Easy. We're here. We got plenty of lines, so make the calls now. In May of 2019, he launched the People and Pets Show, a weekly online show where he interviews leading figures in energy medicine, energy healings for people, animals, and species. Day by day, people are choosing to assume a greater role in their own health and well-being. Mark's work helps people experience more health, happiness, joy, and freedom in their everyday lives. And we're going to do it tonight for you and for our furry friends, all of them. Again, call in 605-472-5765. Code in is 608060 #, and let me introduce to you, to the world, to the universe, Mark Hernandez.
Oh, yeah, Mark. You are there.
Yes, I am. Thank you. It's great to be with you and your community.
Well, thank you very much. We do have people calling up on the phone. Let me see.
Excellent.
Yeah, Davida must have fell out there for a second, but we'll get to her in a second. It's an honor having you on the show. I've read all about you, everything that you do, and that, to me anyway, in my heart, holistic practitioners are the number one to me. They're people who know that, hey, our earth can help us. Heck with these, these pharmaceutical companies and everything else. I mean, the more and more I read about them, you ever get like the creepies? Like, you feel creepy?
Yeah, well, I think the way, from my perspective as a holistic practitioner, I think there's a time and place for everything. So when, ideally, we can always do things as naturally as possible. And one thing I'll always tell people, if they're coming like this and going like that, there's a time and place for everything, including Western medicine. I come from a family of 6 children. 2 of my siblings are holistic medical doctors. So, there may be a time when people have a fast-moving infection, when, ideally, we all know, the antibiotics cause some harm to our bodies, but maybe in the short term, that's the best solution, and then there may be a need to do some holistic cleanup. That being said, I think overall, when things are more slow-moving, there's some time on the clock, I'd encourage everyone to explore all the different excellent options in the holistic world.
Now, you take care of animals and humans. Again,
and space. Yes, yes.
Exactly. Again, they're breathing beings. Being a holistic practitioner, you take care of them all.
Yes. Because from my vantage point, everything is energy. Really would be a person, an animal, or space. It's really pure energy. So coming from that quantum physics standpoint, it's all pure energy. So that's how I see people, animals, and spaces. And so I can read the subtle energy fields of all these things, and people, animals, and spaces, and then identify and release non-beneficial energies that are causing them usually some pain or discomfort.
Exactly. You just blew me away. I mean, people that connect to energy, and that I have a couple of hosts on the network and that to do that, and or our psychics or our mediums and things.
Sure.
And we all talk about energy. Like when we don't die, we continue because we're coming back. I mean, I did an NDE myself. I mean, nobody's going to tell me that there is no energy.
Absolutely.
Wrong guy to talk to. Now, you do non-invasive energy medicine modalities. What does that mean?
Yeah, so great question. So when I talk about non-invasive, some people of your listeners out there may have had some body work, maybe went to a chiropractor that, are adjusting the spine, which is a form of energy work, obviously, and more. Maybe they've gotten that physical massage, which often, your listeners out there know when they're massaging, sometimes there are emotional releases, other types of releases too. So when I'm talking about non-invasive, my work is purely reading the field. I do consultations both in person, like at a holistic fair, and most of my consultations are actually done by phone or video Skype, like we're doing tonight. So what I do is I have intuitive gifts and training to read the subtle energy fields of people, animals, and spaces, and then release those energies. So I'm merely reading the field. I come up to an energetic imbalance. I'll say, there's an energy of grief. 5 years ago, it feels like it was your mom. Oh, it was my grandmother. Yeah, that's it. Let's release. You'll see me going this gesture. 1, 2, 3. What I'm doing with this, it's kind of like a shortcut. It's the equivalent of like rolling a magnet in the emotion code and the body code, two of those modalities you mentioned. It's like swiping a magnet across the governing meridian. Governing meridian starts at the top of the lip, goes all the way down your spine. That's kind of like the grand central station of the energy system. So by doing that, it releases and it's gone. Sometimes the clients feel it, other times they don't, and I know it's gone.
So what do anyone that you've worked on before, what did they say? I felt this, I felt that, I felt tingling, I felt the pain went away. Did he come up with answers like I did feel that?
Yeah. Again, each client's experience is going to be unique. So some people are very sensitive to energies. As I'm doing each release, they notice, go, ooh, I feel lighter, or my heart feels more expansive. And there are other people that sometimes are just less sensitive to energies, and sometimes it may take them a couple days to quote unquote notice the change, but it's happened.
Now you also have a show, the Pet Show.
Yeah, the People and Pet Show, absolutely, yes.
I mean that's awesome. That really. I mean, you must have 1 billion listeners over there.
Well, we're moving. We're in month 2, so we're building. But we've had some really amazing guests. I'm so grateful. Over the years, I've been doing holistic work. Started about over 10 years ago, and I've met people over the years. And so when I launched my own show, I said, "Hey, so and so, would you be willing to come on the People and Pet Show?" And I've been very grateful and honored that a lot of people are accepting. We've had guests from England, Australia, the U.S., across the map.
Yep, that's what we do. We're listened to in about 138 countries.
Excellent.
I don't know, but they can get us on tune in, and they can get us on streamers. So I don't care if you're under a rock. If you got internet, you can get us. 24.
Yeah, that's what's so amazing about the 2019, the times we're living in. With all the everything internet. It's amazing, all the places we can be virtually with the internet.
Okay, now what do you mean by animals that have hit the wall?
Yeah. So typically, let me give you an example. So the most common reason people bring me their pets is first tier is the change in behavior. By that I mean, so dog's been trained, gone through all the training, knows where to go to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden shows a pattern of peeing and pooing in the house.
Oops.
Okay? Yep. That's actually my number one call, is the peeing and pooing. Yeah, that's very common. And, my first question, so if that's the issue, I'll always ask, have you taken your pet to the vet? Because
right.
I want to make sure that there's no rapid moving infection or anything that is veterinarily connected, because I always tell my clients, if it's an animal, I'm not a vet, I don't give veterinary advice. So, do your due diligence, get that checked. Often they run the test. The vets say, we can't find anything, we don't know. So it's nothing, veterinarily going on. So after they've done that, then I'll say, okay, let me read the energy field of what's locking into place this peeing and pooing for your pet. All my work is always customized, okay? The most common thing why the pets get out of whack is there's some stuff going on in the household, okay? Often the animals will take on the emotional, if there's some work stress, some relationship stress, or fighting going on in the house, the animals take it on. Often the animals will take on the illnesses, physical illnesses of their pet parents to try to help them out, and they get out of whack. So, that's the most common reason. And then the second reason is I will have clients, again, they've already visited their vet, the vet's done everything to help them, and maybe they have, like, I worked with a dog recently that had some mobility issues. It's a dog, 10 years old, a little bit older, had been a service dog, but had been retired for a couple of years, but had just certain times of the day had some back leg mobility issues. I worked on the animal. It was actually an in-dog consultation at a fair in Wisconsin. And during the course of the session, the dog, all of a sudden, the legs were kind of out, and then they came in, and it got erect, on the spot within like 10 minutes. And it's
Whoa.
So those are some of the things that are possible, and each session will be unique. Everyone will change, be it a person or an animal, at their own rate as God Source Creator allows.
We got these people sitting over here. You want to take a phone call?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah? All right, let's see who we got here.
All right.
What we will do, though, is we will mute the other people.
Okay.
Area code 727. Davida, I believe it is. You on the line?
Is that me?
That's you.
Okay, I can hear you.
Mark is here. Say hi.
Hi,
Mark.
hi, Davia. How are you doing?
Hey, you see? So, quickly, Mark, can I ask you some quick help for Oliver?
Okay, Oliver. Who's Oliver? Oliver is a dog, right?
Yes, he's my little dog. He's my little Chihuahua, and he gets beyond panic with the lightnings and thunder.
Okay.
It has been
Okay.
terrible the last day. He's like almost ready to have a seizure.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and tonight is going to be pretty bad here in Florida. So that's just a
Okay.
little bit of help on that.
Okay. How long has this pattern been going on in general, would you say?
At the beginning, it was only 4 years, just the fireworks.
Okay.
Now it's happening when there is some thunderstorm, and has been very, very strong the last 2 weeks, like really
Okay.
bad, really.
Okay. Well, great. So to all the listeners out there, so we have the issue. I'm going to call it beyond panic, and what's kind of lighting up energetically, it's sticky, but beyond panic with the thunder in particular. So that's going to be my entry point into the energetics of the animal. Okay. So that's the information. Obviously, it's very severe. So 0 is no issue. 10 to the max. Where would you put it?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I didn't hear
Okay.
your last question.
Oh, yeah. So the issue, the beyond panic with the thunder, is 0 is no issue, 10 to the max. Where would you rate it?
I mean, max 10.
10. Okay, perfect. All right. So with that information, thank you. So I'm going to tune into Oliver. I always have to ask permission of the animals. Let's see. Oliver, do I have permission to work with you? I'm getting a yes. So I'm going to be testing on myself this evening because it goes faster. I'm accessing information. And always with all my sessions, I ask for help from above, God, source, creator, because that's where the changes come from. I'm going to hold the space. I've done my work, but that's ultimately where the changes come from. All right, so I'm looking at these electronic charts. Part of the system, one of the systems is called the body code. So I'm going to be looking at them and using my intuition. Reason for this. Okay, the first thing that's coming in is a pathogen. Okay, that's one layer. Let's see, what type? Okay, it's coming up mold. Okay, it's coming through as physical mold. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see, more than 6 months, 3 to 6, 2 to 3, 1. Okay, in particular, the last month, I'm getting that this has been particularly kind of sticky. Okay, do I need to know anything else about this mold? Can I safely release it? I always ask that. Yes. So I'm going to call on the archangels for this, and I'm going to do a command. It's now commanded that we dissolve and uncreate this physical mold energy in Oliver's field, dissolve and uncreate in the highest and best way, and the whole field with the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Woo! Sending in a white, divine, healing energy in the field. Anywhere that needs extra love and attention now. Good. All right, we're going to ask the body the next reason for that issue, the beyond panic with the thunder. Okay, an energy. Looking at my maps, electronic maps. Post-traumatic. Okay, a psychic trauma. So for those out there that are new to emotion code, body code, psychic trauma is when 2 or more negative trapped emotions come together and they form a mega ball. These became more common after 9/11. So I'm going to ask, how many emotions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay, 2's common. I see 3. I've seen 20. All right, so let's see. I'm looking at some charts. A, B, even odd. 1, 1, 2. Okay, the first layer is a heartache. Now let's see what the other AAB 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, 2, which is creative insecurity. Okay, we all kind of get heartache, kind of like when they have like a broken heart. Creative insecurity is when we're going to start something new and we go, can I really do that? Okay, this doesn't belong to the dog. Both people and animals can absorb energies. So Oliver absorbed it from, okay, it's a male in your household. Do you know who that is?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. She has it. We don't need to go into detail. Let me ask, can I safely release it? Okay, I'm getting a no. So I have to know something else before I can safely release the energy. Energies. So I'm looking at my charts again. Post-traumatic. Another psychic trauma. Okay, so this is the second one. AAB, even odd. 1, 3, 1, 2. Okay, the first emotion is helplessness. Let's see what the other one is. AAB, even odd. 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2. 5, 2. Okay, another layer of creative insecurity. Okay, okay, I'm tracking it back to you, Davia. Does that make sense on some level? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Can I safely release this? No. I need to know something else. Let me see what else I need to know.
Whoa.
Energies. Post-traumatic. Another psychic trauma. These have been very common in my sessions the last 3 months, like multiple layers for both people and animals. AAB, even odd. 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Okay. The layer is insecurity. Let's see. AAB, even odd. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And vulnerability. Insecurity and vulnerability. Okay. Okay, I'm also tracking him to you, Davia.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask if we can release those energies safely. Okay, I'm getting a yes. I'm going to call the archangels for this, and we're going to release it. Here we go. We're going to do actually a command, dissolve and uncreate. It's now commanded that we dissolve and uncreate this psychic trauma of energy of insecurity and vulnerability. Dissolve and uncreate in the highest and best way, and the whole filled with the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Good. Okay, that psychic trauma has been released. Let's go to that second one. Trying to read my scribble. Helplessness, I believe, in another one. Can we release this? Yes. Okay, archangels. It's now commanded that we dissolve and uncreate the second psychic trauma energy. Dissolve and uncreate in the highest and best way. And the whole is filled with the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Sitting in a divine purple healing energy in the field. Whew. Anywhere that needs extra love and attention now. Okay, we're going to go back out to that first one, the heartache, and I can't read my scribble, but God, Source, Creator knows what it is. Got it on the clipboard. Yeah, we can safely release that. It's now commanded we dissolve it and create this first psychic trauma energy, dissolve it and create in the highest and best way, and the whole is filled with the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Sitting in a very soft green healing energy in the field. Anywhere that needs extra love and attention now. Good. All right, so we had a series of psychic traumas that we released. I'm going to go back out to my charts, going back to the main issue of Beyond Panic with the Thunder issue. So I'm looking at my electronic charts. Okay, another energy. Okay, allergy or intolerance. Let's see what it is. Okay, this is tracking to a physical allergy. Let me get quiet, see what it might be. Okay, are you aware, what's coming through energetically is dust. Is Oliver a little sensitive to dust that you're aware of, sneezing, stuff like that?
Some dust?
Dust, like, like on the furniture or something?
There is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm tracking. All right. Let's see, do I need to know anything? Okay, I can safely release this. We're going to do, it's now commanded that we dissolve and uncreate this allergy to dust, dissolve and uncreate in the highest and best way, and the whole is filled with the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Good. All right, let's go back out to the charts, the issue of Beyond Panic with Thunder. Okay, circuits and systems, a disconnection. Okay, it's tracking on my charts to spirit disconnection. In a nutshell, he has a broken heart. This dog has a broken heart. Let me see how many pieces. 10, 11, 12. Okay, it's in 12 pieces. How disconnected? 10, 20, 30, 1, 2. Okay, it's 32% disconnected. Do I need to know anything else? Yes. Before I can put the heart back together, I need to know something else. Let me see what's going on. Energies. Offensive. Okay, offensive energy. Entities. Thing. Okay, I'm tracking some evil spirits in the field. How many? Okay, actually, it's not this timeline. I work multidimensionally, so I'm going to check the other timelines. So it's not present, past, parallel. Okay, in one of his parallel lives, how many? 1, 2. He has some evil spirits. How many evil spirits? Excuse me. 10, 11, 12. 12 evil spirits over 2 parallel lifetimes. Do I need to know anything else about these? No. So we're going to lasso up these 12 evil spirits from these 2 parallel lives. And it's now commanded that we escort these 12 evil spirits to the 7th plane. Well, they'll be converted to love and light and cannot disturb anyone else. Any time, dimension, space, ever again. Up and out. Yep, they must leave now. Sending in a divine white healing energy in the field. Anywhere that needs extra love and attention now. All right, yeah, they've been removed. Excellent. Let's see if we can put that heart back together yet. Nope, need to know something else. Circuits and systems. Another disconnection. Okay, this is coming through as a physical to physical disconnection. This often can be like a muscle, ligament, something. Let me just scan energetically. Okay, so like on him, kind of towards the back of his head, there's something there.
Okay.
Are you aware if he hit it or anything by chance?
So
Kind of
it's
in the back.
possible, you know.
Okay, it's possible. Yeah, let me just see.
I had
Okay.
it from a rescue.
Yeah. I'm just getting what the angels are telling me is just to help. It feels like just a little bit of putting back the bones back in the skull, just very gently. So that I'm going to ask, calling the archangels to help me. They're going to be moving my hands and do it very gently. Good. Yeah, that's what we need. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. All right. Anything else we need to know? Going back to that, the heart. Can I put it back safely? That true? Yeah. Okay. I'm getting permission to put it back together. So I call on the Legion of Archangels, Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Zadkiel, and Sandalphon. They're going to assist me to putting back this heart together. Oliver's heart, broken heart, back together. Sending in a pink healing energy in the field. Anywhere that needs extra love and attention now. Good. All right. Let's go back out. Anything else ready to release now? Hidden, cloaked. Okay, I'm getting for no for now. Is Oliver by you by chance?
Yes, it is by me.
Okay. Just take this just to like a snap, just to, any
Actually,
shift in his demeanor
he
or
was
not? There may not be.
resting. My gosh, he's following me because he was resting and he heard you and he's following me.
Okay. And that's a little bit
He
different
got-
than what he, yeah?
It looks good.
Okay.
He looks
So now,
relaxed.
great. So I'm going to track energetically. We're going to see how much change there was with that issue beyond Panic with Thunder. Let me ask. God Source Creator, show me. 10, 20, 1, 2. Okay, for today, I'm getting there was an overall 22% change with the issue. How aware is he? 10, 10, 10, 91, 2, 3. He's like 93% consciously aware of that 22% change. How long till he's fully aware? Minutes, hours, days. 1, 2. Okay, that's going to integrate his awareness of that 22% change in about 2 days. What I always tell my clients is, sometimes you say 22%, you do the math, so that leaves 78%, right? Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes that's enough to jumpstart the system. Other times the body will release whatever it's ready for. So that's what he was ready for today, and we covered some big stuff. And the last thing I tell all my clients, be it with a dog, 1, notice what you notice about the dog in the upcoming days and weeks with the issue or just anything else. Whatever we focus on changes. 2, make sure the dog or people have plenty of water. We move some big gunk, heartache, psychic traumas. You want to stay very well hydrated, flush out physical, energetic toxins, all that stuff. And 3, sometimes after a session, the dog may sleep a little bit more or not. And any questions or comments?
No, thank you so much, Mark. And again, I want to thank you for my cat, Peter Pan, that you took care of. It's like a miracle, this cat.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you for
Debia,
calling.
can I just step in for a second and remind you of something? This actual movie, this actual video of you and the dog and Mark will be available tomorrow. So you can always go back. You can always go back and listen to it again, see exactly what he said, and check it out with the dog in it and see how the dog feels.
Yeah.
And that I even think that the dog feels good now. And when I stepped away in that before, you
Sure.
even have a live patient coming.
Oh, okay, perfect. Love it.
Yeah, it's gonna lick my ear, and I know that one.
All right, love it.
Devia, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we do have somebody else net on, but before we get to that,
Yeah.
I did have a question.
Sure, absolutely.
If I can get my finger out of the way. The body code. Now,
Yeah.
I read all about that, and it takes up things like pain in the back, pain in the body, neck, knees, anxiety, lifelong anger. I mean, I can't believe anybody with lifelong anger, but hey, they have it. Sleep issues, migraine headache. Migraine headaches are biggie. I mean, the drug businesses are making billions on migraines.
Yeah.
What you got?
Okay. So my approach to everything, like I said, I'm not any shape or form. I'm not a medical doctor. I don't give any medical advice. But I tell people after they've gone to that. So I just treat everything as energy. So if the medical doctors told them they have a migraine. It's for Johnny has a migraine for 20 years off and on. So I just call it the migraine stuff. It's going to pull up the energetic structure because it's going to be different for each person. So and I do a similar process. What I just did with Oliver the dog, I do for people. I ask, I first test, have their permission, connect with God Source Creator, and then just ask the body reason for this migraine stuff. The body will show me. And I think it's importantly that the body code, the original Dr. Nelson, he, and I respect him, I think it's been an enormous contribution to humanity. So he deals with this timeline. Just from my own life experiences, I know we exist multidimensionally, so I check other people's timelines like I was doing with Oliver, because sometimes I've had a lot of clients lately, they're being impacted by their future life with a current life issue. Just go to that future timeline, quickly clean it up, do the release, exactly what I'm doing, and things shift. It's just more complete. So again, it's going to be different. It's possible that someone, everyone will change at his or her own rate. So someone had migraines, if it's 30 years, often those can be over a period of time, but I always leave open the door possibility. It could be quicker.
Could it be something from a past life?
Absolutely. It could be from their parallel lives. It could be from their in-between lives. I just ask the body, it'll take me and we'll clear things. And often I'll get other intuitive information. I've also added to the body code a system by Dr. Karen Can. She's her first training was medical doctor, acupuncturist. She trained and certified in the emotion code body code, and then developed her own system called Topocan Healing. So healing from the archangels, that kind of like builds on the body code and goes much further and works multidimensionally. I find that I get intuitive guidance, just go to some charts there, and that often helps people a lot too.
And how about anxiety?
Yeah.
Anxiety seems to be, to me anyway, and it would seem to be a toughie because it's so all over the place.
Yeah. Well, because I'm not going in, I don't go in with any assumptions of why people have their anxiety. Yeah, they'll have their story. Mm-hmm. As we all know, if the story were enough, just telling it, that would have cleared it. And there's something going on. So, again, I just see it, not a psychologist, psychiatrist, I just call it the anxiety stuff. It'll pull up the energetic structure for that person, ask the same questions. And again, everyone will change at their own rate.
Let's take another caller.
Sure.
I'm going to love this one. Let me see. Let me make sure they're clear. Okay. Let me see. Area code 914. You're on the line. Hello. Hello, 914. 914, you there? Hello. Did you happen to go to the potty and we weren't looking?
Mm-hmm. Okay, that happens sometimes.
Well, I tell you what, we'll leave that on. We'll leave that one on hold for a little bit. What some of the other things that I was looking at too, when I was looking at this, you do a lot of shows.
Yes.
So you do a lot of live people.
Yes.
That are there, and that.
Yes.
Do you ever have like like a bunch of people coming in with dogs and cats and everything else in that, or one of these shows? Somebody asked. I was telling everybody about you this morning, And they said to me, they said, the place that looked like a veterinarian.
Well, I do, like I said at the beginning, most of my consultations remotely by phone or video technology, primarily. So, especially primarily based in Chicago, it's great during the winters. People don't have to worry about loading their dogs in the snow and traveling to somewhere. They can be at the comfort of their home. Don't have to, kennel the dog, and I can work with them. So, did I answer your question, or?
Yeah, but
go ahead. Come back. Repeat the question.
That's right. Don't worry about it. That was one thing. Because when we talk about like all the animals that come into you, for instance, and that to have your healing. Now and I know, and a bunch of other people know, and it's something that we do in our own interpretation of what we do. When someone comes to you, the animal is actually expecting to see you.
Oh yeah.
And about 90% of them really do. They feel like, oh wow, I'm going somewhere. I mean, that's what's in the back of their mind. The other 10% don't know where they're going, but they're going, I'm going that way.
Oh yeah, they're very aware. I have a story. Actually, this is when I was just first starting energy healings and learning. I was in Boston at the time, where I used to work. A colleague said, my cat has really bad allergies. Can you help? And I said, I can work remote. She goes, oh, why don't you come in person? I said, okay. So I went over to her house, and she goes, but the cat will be hiding under the bed. I said, okay, that's fine. When I got there, she was right there with the pet parent, my colleague, and was waiting for me. She goes, she never does this. She never does this. I said, I don't. She said she knew you were coming. I said, yeah, and she wanted some help with her allergies, and I was able to help her that day. She went from a 10 to a 1, and the colleague said she was able to reduce the allergy medicine like 80%.
Animals are so, really, they're humans with 4 legs.
Yeah, and also I often, when I'm working, like sometimes I'm working on the phone with another animal, they've made an appointment, but they'll often say, but my cat has showed up too and is listening. I said, yeah, they can have healing benefits too, because I always encode all my sessions with just general healing frequencies, so even if I'm not working specifically with that person or animal, people want to say, take what applies to me, they'll receive benefits.
Now, AshWork.
Yeah.
What is AshWork?
Excellent question. So AshWork, the ASH, A-S-H, stands for Activated Spaces Healing.
Okay.
This is an energetic tool created by Rudy Hunter. Rudy Hunter has been doing energy work, energy healing for 30 plus years. He got into it, his original background, professional dancer and magician. He had one day, 30 years ago plus, he had a really horrific back accident. At the time, he was, having some financial challenges. So he was looking for any solution, first of all, to help himself with his back. So in the process of doing that, he kind of ventured into woo land. I started seeing some people probably in the early 80s that were doing some pretty wacky stuff in New York City. And, he told the story, it was on my show recently, of a woman that was working with a horse doing a chiropractic adjustment. And all she did was drew a picture of the horse and did a virtual tap on the spine, and the horse correction held.
Intuitive.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, Activated Spaces Healing. It's a holistic tool. It's another tool to move stuck energy. The way Ash works, a typical Ash session is typically 30 minutes. It consists of 5 3-minute rounds. In the process, I'm working in the space, around the space, above the space. I just intuitively go to a space. So let's say someone has right shoulder pain. I might know to go in the muscle, around the muscle, put a pyramid on it, whatever. The way it works, I just ask the client to put a gentle attention there, no trying to change anything. I close my eyes for 3 minutes. I'm activating the space. 3 minutes later, gently open the eyes, see where we are. And it often is a great tool when nothing else moves stuck energy. It often will.
Wow. So that's a little bit more than I've. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the animals in that have unconditional love.
Yes.
How much of that do you actually get back? I mean, you get feedback from this.
Oh, yeah. As we all know, pets are an integral part of people's families today. They're just not the work animal or, people love their pets. Often when I see people at holistic fairs and they do consultations with me, sometimes the person needs some help with some things and the pet. I would say in 80% of the cases, if both need work and they may have to choose, 80% of the time they'll pick their pet. So yeah, and the pets show it too. You know, they get more excited, or they'll show them on camera, or they'll the pet parents will say, you know, they're listening to what you're saying. Even if most of the time it's video technology, but sometimes people still prefer the phone. They'll say, "Oh, the animal's right here listening to everything you're saying." So yeah, it's very rewarding. Animals are, you know, very sweet, and they often feel the changes actually quicker than humans because they're not invested in stories.
Yeah. Okay. That's perfect. One of the persons that that I was talking to this morning, that they said, "Is he a dog whisperer?" Is there a correlation in between one or the other?
Yeah, so let's take the probably, at least for me, the most famous, you know, Cesar Millan, you know, dog whisperer. I mean, I think he's doing other things. He's definitely doing energy work in my book. You know, I'm reading the energy field of the animal, getting information, clearing things. Maybe, you know, some people may say the dog whisperer is kind of like also a form of animal communication, which is related to what I do. I mean, I'm interested primarily in the healings. And let me say, you know, animal communication is very valuable too. Sometimes people, you know, they'll talk to the animal, what the dog wants, if it's peeing, pooing, to be let out 2 hours earlier, whatever. You know, they follow the instructions and boom, everything gets resolved. You know, and there are different types of animal communicators and all that. But, yeah.
Let's try 914 again. Hey, who's on line 914 from New York? Go ahead, say hi. Hello. They're there, but they're shy.
Okay, well, that's right.
Okay, now all the people that you do.
Yeah.
Nat, how long you been doing this? And that, how I mean, do you do this in your own neighborhood or something, or do you only go out to shows, or do you have an office that you do it out of? That was one of the questions I got today. And well, where's the office? And I said, well, I think he's in Texas. So they were like, well, we're in Florida.
So as far as like I do things like I'm primarily based in Chicago. I often come down to Texas. I still have family here, and I started my business down here in Texas. So, but going back to your original question, it was like, how long have I been doing this? This started in 2009, so coming up on 10 years. My first background, university professor. I have a PhD in Hispanic Studies and taught at the college level for 20 plus years.
Whoa.
Did all the academic stuff, and was ready to start transitioning to this phase of my life, which what I did as a professor, I enjoyed, and I knew, you know, there's a time and place for everything, that this was, you know, my next steps. So I've been doing energy healings for 2010, had my own business coming up, we're right at 6 years now. And office, I maintain a virtual office. Outside of holistic fairs, I do all my consultations by phone or video technology.
The conference has been locked. The conference has been unlocked.
Just checking.
Sure, absolutely.
You never know when conference lines and they go down.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, but I think, did I answer all the pieces of your question?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
yes, you
great.
did. Now, the other thing I wanted to do was, I think I have a live body,
Okay,
and you can enjoy this.
great. Love to.
So hang in there, and
All right.
I'll be back in seconds.
Excellent.
So there is the dog.
Okay. All right.
Ah.
And so this is Kit.
This is Kit. This is the one you saw in the picture that with his head out the window.
That you sent me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you didn't see the little piece that's on the bottom. It says, "I can't stop. My legs are too short."
Yeah. Yeah, he's adorable.
This guy was in a kill shelter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we saw the picture, and I said, "That's it. It's our dog."
Yeah.
So we had a radio dog, And
Yeah.
we had him for 15 going on 16 years.
Yeah.
And he, of course, passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So this was the receipt, was the one actually that got the love past
Yeah.
the other dog. And he's so cool. You know, he's
Yeah.
like, he's 2 years old.
Yeah.
But
Two. Okay.
we were interested to see if he had any issues since he was in, a kill shelter. Does he have
Yeah.
anything? For instance, does he have any of those bad feelings or whatever?
Yeah. Okay. And he may not. Does he have any? I don't want to even say big, but any little ticks or not? He may not.
No.
I mean, that show. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So, what I can do sometimes if there's no like I usually work with right shoulder pain or mobile, but I can just call it the top unknown issue. How does that sound?
Good.
I can see what comes up. And
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'll call it. The top unknown issue. God source creator knows what that is, and for the highest good, that whatever that is. So I'm going to tune into Kit. Kit, may I work with you this evening? I'm getting a yes. I'm going to test on myself. Ask for help from above, from God source creator, because that's where the healing comes from. Okay, so I'm just going to call it the top unknown issue reason. Okay, an energy, post-traumatic. Okay, a psychic trauma. That came up in the earlier caller. So when two or more negative trapped emotions come together and form a megaball. So I'm going to see how many this lifetime, yeah. Okay, how many emotions? 1, 2. Okay, AAB, even odd. 1, 1, 2. Okay, heartache. Let's see. AAB, even odd. 2, even odd. But it's taking me 2. Interesting. 2, 4. Interesting. Okay. And frustration. Okay, let me see. Does it belong to him? Okay. So, okay, this just feels like it's tracking back to the previous owner, whoever that was. Okay? We don't need to know details, but he absorbed that heartache and frustration. Do I need anything else? May I safely release it? Okay, I'm getting permission. Let's call them the archangels. And it's now commanded that we dissolve and uncreate this psychic trauma of heartache and frustration. Dissolve and uncreate in the highest and best way, and the whole is filled with the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Sending in a soft green healing energy in the field. Anywhere that needs extra love and attention now. Good. Excellent. Okay. So he absorbed that. Feels just previous owners, and we don't know details. We don't need to know. So let's see what else. Okay. An energy. Post-traumatic. Okay. Another psychic trauma. We have a theme tonight for sure. And like I said.
There it goes.
With a lot of my clients, it's showing up a lot for people. AAB, even odd. 1, 3, 1, 2. 3, 2. Okay. Defensiveness. AAB, even odd. 1, 3, 5. 1, 2. 5, 2. And creative insecurity. Okay. Okay. Again, tracking to the previous owner. Feels like a female. Again, the dog absorbed it. May we safely release this energy, psychic trauma? Yes. Call the archangels. Here we go. It's now commanded that we dissolve and uncreate the psychic trauma energy of defensiveness and creative insecurity. Dissolve and uncreate in the highest and best way. And the whole is filled with the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Thank you. Good. All right. Top unknown issue. Reason for this. Energies. Post-traumatic. Okay, what's coming up is a miasm. A miasm. Let me tell your listeners briefly what is a miasm. So the miasm is the energy of a suppressed disease in the field. So it's not expressed, but it's kind of like running in the background. Okay, is it this timeline? Nope. Past lifetime. Parallel lifetimes. Okay, in parallel lifetimes, he has some miasms. How many miasms? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3. 93 miasms over how many? These were parallel lives, I believe. Yeah. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 93 miasms over 53 parallel lives.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Well, the good news, can we release these? Not yet. Let me see. What else I need to know? Energies. Offensive. Okay, what's coming through on the field is a curse energy, and it's this from this lifetime. So curse energy is like a negative energy that's deliberately placed on your field or an animal's field by a person or an animal or an entity. So did you have a curse energy? Yeah, how many? One, two. Two curse energies. Was it connected to the previous owners? Yes. Okay, or whoever had the dog. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Usually, I'm getting what it is. Can I use a little colorful language or not?
Oh, yes, you may.
Okay. Okay. I've learned it's important to share how it comes through. The curses. Oh, you effing dog. Yeah. So that was one of the curse energies placed on the dog.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Okay. And the other one? Okay. And the other one's coming through is like US, SHT. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. So the good news, let me ask, do we know where they were placed? Yeah, let me just see. So I'm scanning one, the second one, the USHT, like here was placed there. Let me see where the other ones. Like here on the other side. Okay. Can we safely release these? Yeah. I'm going to call them the Legion of Archangels. Can we bundle them together? Yeah, we're going to bundle together these two curse energies that were placed before you got them. And yeah. It's now commanded that we dissolve and uncreate these two curse energies. Dissolve and uncreate in the highest and best way. And the whole is filled with the highest vibrations of love, light, truth, and integrity. Sitting in an orange, yellow healing energy in the field. Anywhere that needs extra love and attention now. Good. Okay, release. Those have been lifted from the field. Let's go back to those miasms. Can I safely release those? Nope. Need to know something else. Let me see.
Whoops.
Yeah, always check. Ask if we can safely, gently and safely release it. Okay, disconnection. Okay, spirit to spirit disconnection, a broken heart. Let me see how many pieces. One. Okay, well, it's only like broken in one piece. Okay, so like half, I guess. Okay. How disconnected? One. Okay, 1, 2. It's only 2% disconnected, but the body wanted us to know. Okay. So can we safely put this back together? Yeah. So let's just call them the archangels. Ask us to put it fully back together. It's pretty full, but the body wanted us to know. Sitting in a pink healing energy in the field. Anywhere that needs extra love and attention now. Good. Okay, the whole heart's fully back together. Was pretty connected, but the body wanted us to know. All right, let's go back to those miasms, those 53 or over 93 God Source Creator members. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can dissolve and uncreate. Call the archangels. It's now commanded that we dissolve and create all these miasms that I listed over those past parallel lives. Need to read my writing. God Source Creator knows what it is, so he's going to do the work. Thank you. Good. All right, those have been released from the field. Excellent. Okay, going back out to the original issue. Anything else ready to release now? Hidden, cloak, anything else ready to release now? Okay, I'm getting a no. So again, just do a snap look at him. Just, if you notice his demeanor, same, different, whatever's fine. He may look exactly the same, and that's fine.
Oh, cool. You got somebody here that just came in, and we're going to run a little long.
Okay.
But it's good when you own the network.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine with me.
So that works out for me. Anyway, area code 920. Who's on the line? Yes, you. Go ahead, talk. Yeah, you.
This is Kim.
Hi, Kim. How you doing? Here is Mark.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Mark.
How can I help you tonight?
Do you ever work with chickens?
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yes.
I've got a hen that hasn't been herself lately.
Okay.
And she's physically her abdomen has gotten really large.
Okay.
And she hasn't been laying eggs.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that last comment? Could you repeat that last little piece?
She hasn't been laying eggs, so I'm
Okay.
wondering if she's got eggs stuck in her somehow.
Okay. And how long has this been going on, this abdomen and not laying eggs issue?
I'd say about 14 days.
14 days. Okay. So something like this, my first question, as I said at the beginning, where are you located in the country? Are you in the U.S.?
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin. Okay. Is there some type of like a chicken vet out where you live or something?
Unfortunately, no.
No. Okay.
No.
I always, like I
They
said,
just kind of like, if they get sick, they just cull them. I don't really care to kill her.
Oh,
yeah.
They just kill them when they're sick?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So what I like to tell people is, as I told earlier, my work is never a replacement for veterinary care. I always like people, if at all like possible, because just that what I'm going to do, I'll be happy to do it, but just that it's not taken as a replacement for veterinary care. Okay. So I can work energetically with this issue. Would that be okay with you? And I have to ask permission of your hen. What's your hen's name?
Her name is Star.
Star, S-T-A-R or 2 R's?
1 R.
1 R. All right, Star. And about how old is Star?
6, maybe 7.
About 6. Okay, 6, 7. All right. All right, so I'm going to see where it's sticking. Okay, energetically it's taking me that not laying eggs for 14 days. Okay, so non-egg laying. That's where we're going to do the mini healing on. Sound good?
Good.
Okay, so I'm going to connect. Star, do I have your permission to work with you? Yes. Okay, I'm going to test on myself this evening. Ask for help from above, God, Source, Creator, because that's where the healing comes from. Okay, so this issue of not laying eggs for 14 days. Let's see what the body shows me. Show me. Energies. Post-traumatic. Psychic trauma. Let's see. AAB, even odd. 1, 3, 5, 5. Okay, terror. The first layer is terror. And AAB, even odd. 1, 1, 2. Okay, another heartache. Terror and heartache. Does this belong to Star? No. I'm tracking it back to you. Does that make sense on some level, Kim?
To me.
Yes. Does that make sense? You don't have to elaborate, but does that make sense on some level to you?
Sure, yes.
Yeah, okay. It's great. Kim knows what that's about. We don't need more information, but the hen absorbed that psychic trauma. So actually, would it be okay? I'm just going to actually spontaneously guide you. Would it be okay if also I cleared you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just asking. Always ask permission. So we're going to kind of do like a people and pets thing. So let's first do from the hen. It's now commanded that we dissolve and uncreate this terror and heartache, psychic trauma, terror and heartache from the hen. Solve and uncreate in the highest, best way. Start and fill the holes with the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Thank you. And also, I'm just going to throw this in, give Kim, because I have her permission. It's now commanded we dissolve and uncreate that psychic trauma energy from Kim. Dissolve and uncreate in the highest and best way, and the whole soul of the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Good. All right. So let's go back to the non-laying of eggs for the last 14 days. Energies. Offensive. Okay, entities. Okay, these are negative thought forms. Okay, negative thought forms that come through TV, movies, everything. All right, how many do you have? Okay, they don't belong. She absorbed them. They're in her field, but okay, they're coming from you, Kim. Let's see how many. 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 negative thought forms. This timeline, yeah. Do I need to know anything about these? Am I safe to release these? No, I do need to know something else. Let me see what else I need to know before I can release them. Energies. Post-traumatic. Psychic trauma. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, AAB, even and odd. 1, 2, 3. Okay, insecurity. Let's see what the other one is. AAB, even odd. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. And vulnerability. Okay, insecurity and vulnerability. Tracking back. Yeah, back to you, Kim. Does that make sense? Insecurity and vulnerability?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the hand, but Kim, you can just say, take what applies to me, and you'll get cleared too. Sound good?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So I'm going to work with the hand directly, and she'll apply it. It's now commanded that we dissolve and uncreate this psychic trauma of insecurity and vulnerability. Dissolve and uncreate the highest best way. The whole is filled with the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Thank you. Yeah. Sitting in a red healing energy in the field. Anywhere that needs extra love and attention now. Good. All right, let's see if we can release that first psychic trauma. Or the first thing. Yeah, let's just release it. God, Source, Creator remembers. It's now going to dissolve and uncreate this psychic trauma energy. Dissolve and uncreate the highest best way. And the whole soul of the highest vibration of love, light, truth, and integrity. Whatever that energy was, because God, Source, Creator remembers. I can't remember anything right now. All right. Good. All right. Let's go back out to the hen not laying eggs for 14 days. Okay. Reason for that. Okay, circuits and systems. Okay, it's taking me to the acupuncture system. We'll adapt this to a hen, and then it's just going to give us, approximate information because the acupuncture system may be a little bit different. Let me see. Okay, yang linking. Okay, on the left side of the hen, just in a nutshell, kind of, I guess, where the ear would be, kind of goes down like this, and all the way down the left side, and kind of a little bit out of the heel. Okay, just give you a rough idea. Okay, let's see what's causing that meridian, yang linking. Okay, I'm looking at my charts. Reason. Okay, there's a misalignment. Glands. Okay, I'm getting a thyroid. Okay, it feels like energetically the thyroid may be low of the hen. Feels just a little bit low, like 3%. Can we just correct that? Yeah, we're going to ask God, Source, Creator to restore the thyroid to 100% divine optimal function. Yeah, I'm getting permission from the hen to do it. Here we go. Good. All right. Okay, can we release that last thing? Anything else ready to release now? Hidden, cloaked. Okay, I'm getting a no. Is your hen by you by chance?
Yes.
Okay, just do a snap observation. Same, different, whatever. May look the same, and that's fine. Or not sure, and that's fine too.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So let me just track how much change there was with your hen. Okay, I'm getting with that issue of not laying eggs, a 32% change. How aware is the hen? Okay, just as we speak, about like 2% consciously aware, so the hen probably feels about the same right now. How long before the hen's aware of the 32% change? Minutes, hours, days. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this will kick in the awareness of like the next 3 days or sooner.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so notice what you notice about the hen, what you notice on expands. 2, make sure the hen has plenty of water, because we release a lot of gunk. And also, just keep an eye on your hen of start and let us know how she's doing.
Great. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Kim, for calling.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, you're unbelievable.
Oh.
I mean, I'm more or less in this connection in a sense, and then between you and them, and it's amazing. It really, really is. And everybody should thank God they have somebody like you in it around, because let's face it, what you do is different. I mean, we've been around. Oh God, if you go to our archive, we've had like 1,075 shows.
Okay.
In 9 years.
Yeah.
We've been busy.
Yeah,
but
of course.
we talked to people that were everything from healers to whisperers to you name it. We've been there, even to ex mob people that have the biggest rescue area and what would you call them, kennels in New York
Yeah.
City.
Okay,
So,
cool.
I mean,
Excellent.
amazing stuff, and yours is unique
Well, thank you.
compared to them all.
Yeah. I give credit to God Source Creator. I'm very honored and humbled to be asked to be doing this work at this time of my life. It's very gratifying because I see the changes in people. Everyone's different, everyone will change, but often I've seen a lot of really quick changes in people that have had their stuff like 20 years. I've been doing like mini healings at these fairs that I'm going to, and I've had people that have had like these foot pains for 20 years go like from a 10 to a 2 in 20 minutes. Again, each person's experience will be unique. I'm very, very clear. This comes from above, God, Source, Creator. I've been asked to do this work. It's an honor to do this work, and I'm so happy that I'm able to help a lot of people, animals, and their spaces.
Good stuff. No two ways about it with that. Now, where's everybody going to get in touch with you? Besides, you got to come back here again.
I'd love to come
you
back.
You know that.
So
I gotta have you back here again. I mean, this is too good. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're going to come up with a chicken or a rat. You never know.
That's okay. I just work with whoever, whatever comes through the door.
On one of our shows next sometime, and I know that everybody's listening right now are going to laugh. But what if you go back in the archive somewhere? There's a turtle that got that got help.
Got a healing? Good.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, it was
people,
a panic.
Yeah. One time they said one time I was at a fair and they said, "Can you help my boa?" I said, "Well, what's going on with your boa?" They'd gotten left with someone else. They hadn't taken very good care of the boa. Was like striking more and kind of mad.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So everything's energy. We just work with the energy and let the changes show up.
All right. So tell everybody how to get in touch with you.
Yeah. Well, sure. So there are various ways. You can go to my website. So it's People and Pets, plural. peopleandpetsenergetics.com. peopleandpetsenergetics.com, all one word. It'll take you to my website. You can also find me on Facebook at People and Pets Energetics, or there's still some people that kind of old school like to pick up the phone. You can call me at 210-775-2696.
Beautiful. And you have a Spanish website.
Yes, I do. I've done a few. Since background in Hispanic studies, I do consultations in Spanish too. So if you're in the Florida area and any Spanish speakers out there just would like to do a consultation in Spanish, I'm ready to do it.
Anybody want his information or a copy of the show and that, just write to BobCharlesShow@live.com and we will definitely send you a copy of whatever you ask for that's within our means. Don't ask me for a Cadillac or a Bentley or anything like that. Sorry, can't do that one.
Right.
But close.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mark, thank you very, very much. It's been an honor.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me, and thanks for everyone that either listening live or on the replay. Thank you very much.
There you go. Now, I just want to tell everybody out there, he's going to be back. There's no two ways about it. The man is amazing. What he does is amazing. You are amazing. Love, we're made of it. Our animals are. We are. Unconditional love is something this world needs. And you can be there. Thank you. Pyramid One, out.